What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone Lite. Oh yeah, guys, so today what I'd like to do is I'd like to go into our quest book and claim some of these quests that we've been looking at and kind of going through the quest book here and just looking at these different things. Some of these quests we do have completed and we've just been leaving them and not claiming them. Today is top loot chest day, by the way. Yeah, I want to get through these, claim these, see if we get anything good. Hopefully we get some good stuff here. Still a little bit to do here on the applied energistics. I guess we still have this wireless crafting terminal thing to finish. Or was it that we couldn't finish it? Oh, yeah, the Infinity Booster card. Oh, and this thing says it's complete. I think this was saying this was incomplete before. Okay, so we have that. Let's claim this one. Let's claim this one. And we're going to have a little bit of fun here, hopefully. Matter condenser. Yeah, we'll have to look at making one of those here sometime soon. Nothing in the mana generation section. We have some of the Ender IO stuff over here. Soul Binder. One of two. Oh, it gives us a quarter heart. Okay. Agricultural. And then the very first page. Cool. All right. So we have like all of these loot chests to open up. Let's start popping them. Hopefully we get something good here. Ectoplasm. Okay. So that saves us from having to kill the specters ourselves. What about this one? Resonant upgrade kits. That's a pretty good upgrade. Pretty good reward here. Growth Crystal, Tier 1, meh. Mystical Fertilizer, okay. Fluix Block, Certus Quartz Block. I mean, we can craft those stuff and we have all the Certus Quartz, so not that good of one. Haste 2. Why is that under greater rewards for Haste 2? I don't know. We can... I mean, I guess you can't really get a potion for Haste 2. That would normally be a beacon effect. And then Speed 2, alright. Epic Bacon, not bad. And then our final one is Draconian Infused Obsidian. So we got some decent rewards here. Nothing super crazy, overpowered, and amazing, but still decent. Resonant upgrade kits. You know what? Should we put those over? No, we've already upgraded those to resonant. Maybe we could upgrade a couple of our dynamos, or we could upgrade some of our other machines downstairs. Hey, look at you. What's your problem, guy? You want to fight? You're dead. Yeah, we should probably upgrade some of our thermal expansion machines downstairs. Which ones? Are these all? Nope, they're already upgraded. Okay, I guess those will go into our dynamos once we get all of those upgraded. I'll put those away for now. Okay, so what I wanted to do today is I wanted to start looking at our Botania section. We've been doing a lot of applied energistics and technical stuff these last few episodes. Let's do a little bit of Botania here. We're going to need this stuff anyway, so we might as well knock out the early game for this. It's not really that bad. So we're going to need a Petal Apothecary, a Pure Daisy, Living Rock, Living Wood. All this stuff, pretty easy to do. Let's start off by making the Petal Apothecary. Petal Apothecary. So cobblestone slabs, some petal, some cobblestone. Very, very easy. Do we not have any petals? I guess we have the lime ones here. So we go. Petal Apothecary done. Pure Daisy requires the white flowers. We did get one of those before when we were doing a little bit of the Botania fertilizer stuff to grow flowers. So this one we're going to have to farm up. We do need our shears. And we are going to need some bone meal. Like we did before, trying to get the lime stuff. We have to do that now with the white flowers, the white petals. So yeah, as we've seen before, you just take a petal, you right click it on grass or dirt, and then you bone meal it to grow into the tall flower. You take your shears and you shear them. And then you can take those and then you turn into 4 each. So now we turn our 2 into 8. So now it's a matter of taking these things and duplicating them further. Bone mealing them, shearing, etc., etc. You want to make sure you always keep at least 1 petal in the system though. You don't want to run out, because then you're going to have to try and grow more of the flowers. And yeah, it's like a 1 out of, was it 16 chance that you'll get a white one? Anyway, there's 32 of them. Guess we'll just do one more round of this, then we'll call that good. Each Pure Daisy, however many we make, but each one does require 4 of these petals. So if we want to make 2, we're going to need at least 8. If we want to make more than that, yeah, you see it gets more expensive. Every time you want to make another one, you need more of the white petals here. Can I not bone meal that one? All right. All these guys done. And like so. So a way you can speed this up, if you're trying to mass produce these, there's shears from Ender.io. If you've already made dark steel, you can make the dark steel shears, and then you can upgrade those on an anvil with the different capacitors, and that increases like their AoE. Whoops, I just broke some of those. Maybe it would be worth looking at doing that. What does dark steel cost? What does dark steel cost? Iron, coal powder, and obsidian. Okay, it's right here. We have a little bit of obsidian, just a little bit. Iron. Need 16 of those, and coal powder. Oh, look at that. Pulverized coal. We have all of those things. I guess it's worth, since our iron shears broke, I didn't think they were going to. It's probably worth doing that right now. Oh, you know what? All of our Ender.io stuff is over here. I never did move that yet. We got to get to that here very, very soon. So alloy smelter on the alloys only. We'll put those in there. Now this stuff does take a little bit of time to craft. It's not like super slow, but it's not really fast. Oh, Biffa says night night and then left immediately. Night Biffa. Okay, so there's our dark shears. So yeah, it says anvil upgrade we can do empowered. So vibrant crystal plus 4 levels. And then we can do a regular capacitor, the double layer, and the octadic for the rest of them. So vibrant crystal, I don't think we have a recipe for that. I think that is the vibrant ingots around, or vibrant nuggets around emerald, if I remember right. Yeah, okay. And then we need 4 levels. I know where we can get 4 levels real fast. We already have them on us, actually. So our anvil's down here. So we needed the shears plus this. All right, so that's empowered. So that'll give it 100,000 RF plus 2 efficiency when powered. Shears multiple blocks sheep when empowered. You know, I've never tried shearing multiple sheep with these things. That'd be interesting. Okay, so anyway, we got that done. So the next level wants us to do a basic capacitor plus 6 levels. We have basic. We have an auto craft for basic. I believe we have an auto craft for all those, right? Do a double layer. We get all these done at the same time. So there's a double layer, there's that, and there's an octadic. Probably going a little overboard for these shears, but you know, if you're gonna do it, you might as well just do it all the way, right? All right, so we needed 6 levels. So there is 6 levels. So shears plus this. Next one requires the double layer and 8 levels. Easy enough. That plus that. And finally, we need the octadic plus 12 levels. So there's that. Cool. All right, so now we have that done. All we got to do is stand up here in our wireless charging area. That just charges up automatically for us. Very good. So yeah, you can also put like mending on these, and you can put, what else would you put on there? I guess unbreaking, so it takes less damage. Welcome back, Biffa. So yeah, 1 hit. Oh, that sheared way over there. Okay, so maybe, is it Tuesday yet? Not quite yet. So maybe doing all the way up to the octadic might be a little much. I didn't realize that was going to shear that far away. I thought it would only like shear connected things. Yeah, those shears a little crazy. Let's bone meal these and give that a go so we can see how these shears work since we took the time to make them. So all of those, click once, all done. Very cool. I like these shears. Okay, so now that we have all of the white petals, we can use our Petal Apothecary that we just made. This. We need to fill that full of water. You can right click a bucket or you can queue a bucket on there, however you want to do it. Gotta make sure your magnet's off first. So queue a bucket on there, fills it up full of water, empties the bucket. And then we need 4 white petals. Very good. And a wheat seed to finish it off. Just queue that on in there. Cool. All right, so now we got 1 pure daisy, which I believe was the next step of this quest. Okay, so Petal Apothecary, pure daisy. Now we need living rock, living wood. These are made by putting stone. Well, I guess we should double check. Some mod packs change this. Living rock is made by putting stone, smelted cobblestone around it. You can put up to 8 around it in a 3x3 area. And then same thing for the living wood. You put wood logs around it in a 3x3, so 8 of them at a time. We have some spruce that I'll use, and then stone. We should have a lot of stone from our Sag Mills and alloy smelter. Kind of automatically does that for us. Okay, so we're going to want a piece of dirt. And I think we're going to do our Botania area down here. Botania doesn't need direct sunlight. If we're growing crops and trees and things like that, it needs the open space and the direct sunlight, so we'll leave that up there. Magnet back on. Pop that out, and we'll put our piece of dirt right there. Pure daisy goes right there, and then we can just wrap stone around it like so. So this takes about 1 minute for it to convert the stone into the living rock or wood into the living wood. You can speed this up, so it takes 30 seconds. If you get yourself an overgrowth seed, you have grass down there and you click the overgrowth seed on there, and it turns it into like a special dirt, which makes this take 30 seconds instead of a minute. But we don't have that, I don't think. We might. Maybe we should take a look at our chests over here and just to double check. I don't think we ever got an overgrowth seed, but we might have. That would be from our reward bags if we have gotten it. Oh, we did right here. Cool. I did not think we had one. So yes, that'll help speed this up a little bit. We also need to turn that into grass. Do we have grass at all? No. Okay, so what I need to do, let's go steal a piece of grass from up here. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have... I don't have Silk Touch. How would we get a piece of grass from up here to somewhere else? I guess we could use a cardboard box. That would be one way. So we can cardboard box the grass like that and pick it up and then take it with us. I'll have to replace that piece of dirt here. But our living rock has formed. We'll do that. We'll pick this one back up. We'll pick that back up. We'll put our cardboard box right here. We might lose it. No, we're fine. And I get a pebble for it too. Okay, so we'll put the overgrowth seed right like that. We'll put the pure daisy on it again, and then we'll put some wood on there. Now this time it should go a little bit faster, approximately 30 seconds instead of a full minute to convert, which is gonna make our lives a lot easier. I can take this piece of dirt and replace the hole that I left up here. Very good. There are ways that we can automate this process. I don't know how much Botania is going to be needed for this pack. In Project Ozone 2, it was worth automating this. It was worth automating like all the Botania stuff, making all the runes and everything like that. I don't know how extensive it's going to be in this particular pack. But for right now, we'll just do some things manually. So there we go. That should take care of everything we need for that quest. Yeah? No? Yes. Okay. Very good. So that quest is now complete. Loot chest time. Let's claim one. Hobbit. Magma cube charm. That makes it so magma cubes aren't mad at you if they detect you. Not useful. So the next quest in the list here wants us to make all of the mystical petals. Yeah. So we already have white petals. We've had lime petals for a while, but it wants us to have every single flavor of these petals. Did the white ones now show up even though I have them in my inventory? Why are they not showing up? There they are. Now we're good. Okay, so we have a lot of these different flowers. We'll just go ahead and convert every one of these into the petals. I don't think there's a reason to have the flower itself. Pretty sure there isn't a good reason to have those. But yeah, we'll go ahead and convert these all into the petals because that's what it wants. We should probably go through and bone meal all of these and make sure we have plenty of these petals for later just in case, so we don't ever run out and then we have to do the whole making the flower thing all over again, because that's not a fun deal to do. Detect? What, are we missing a color? No, we don't have mystical blue petals. Rip. Okay, so we need to go back through this. Does it show? It was in the Welcome to Light section, wasn't it? Yeah, the Floral Fertilizer. Okay, so we need to make more Floral Fertilizer. This is the problem. I thought we had all of these done. Apparently, we didn't. So it looks like we can take some of the dye from Botania plus bone meal to make this. Or we can do the living root directly to make that. Yeah, I think we'll probably... Man, that's one of those things, like, which way do I want to do it? Do we have any of the red dye? Nope, we've used all of that. So we have the poppies here. There is a machine from Thermal Expansion where you can put a poppy in plus some of the fertilizer, and it makes more of them. Do we have any dandelions? Maybe we should look at doing that. That might be a thing. I think that's called a phytogenic insulator. Okay, I don't even know if that's a real word or not, but apparently that's what this thing is. So I think we do have everything in here for this. So let's make aluminum gear. We have dirt. We need a machine frame, which means we need to make that gear there. Very simple to get all this stuff done. There's that guy. 2 copper gears. And finally, a redstone reception coil. That should be everything we need. Cool, so there's that machine. So we also need to make the Phyto grow stuff. Yeah, and then there's the rich version, and then there's the fluxed version. So this is made, you get 12 of them from niter, pulverized charcoal, and slag. I don't think we have any slag, do we? How do we get slag? Let's take a look. So to get slag, looks like we melt down other things with sand. I think you can do ores or something in here too, can't you? Oh yeah, look at this. Okay, so we can do like iridium ore plus, oh, that's a rich slag. No, that's not gonna work. I thought there was a way you could do ores without the rich slag to get it. I know there's a pretty easy way, but it's gonna take me a minute to go through all of this and try and find it. So hold on a second. So copper boots gives us 4 copper ingots back plus the slag, and it just costs sand. I assume copper boots, but this is probably not the best way. We should probably find something that stacks. No, those are probably made out of plates, aren't they? Okay, well, I tell you what, let me go through this real quick. I'll find the recipe to get slag the easiest. I'm sure there's going to be a fairly simple way to do it. In fact, these buckets. Let's do the buckets. Yeah, that's going to be really fine because those stack to 16, unless that's been changed. No, they stack to 64. Perfect. So that plus this. In which machine was that? Which machine was that again? Was that the Induction Smelter, Pulverizer? This. Induction Smelter. Okay, let's try putting that here. So bucket plus sand. Has a 25% chance. I'll have to keep watch on this. So it's just gonna take time. It's gonna take a little bit of sand. And then we should, yeah, there we go. There, now we're getting a little bit of slag. Let's go ahead and collect some of this and we'll be right back, guys. Okay, so we ended up with 14 slag from that stack of buckets. We got all the iron back, so we just, you know, took a little bit of time in a stack of sand, which doesn't matter. We have like 160,000 sand or something ridiculous, right? So anyway, that gives us 12 of the grow stuff per recipe. Yeah, we'll just use that much. So now we need to get our poppy and we need to get our dandelion. Yep, just those guys. So this machine is the basic one. I have not upgraded it at all, so it might go a little slow, and I'll probably work on upgrading it here in a little bit. So we can lock the fertilizer slot. That way that doesn't get removed, I guess. So 1 dandelion in there with some water. We have the water running from this thing. I brought it underneath and kind of wrapped it around and then up over here. So that's going into these thermal mediators, and it's also going into here. So every time that goes through, we get 2 dandelions. So we take those 2, put it back in there, and then we'll end up with 4 of them, etc., etc. So I do want to upgrade this machine and get the augments in here and all of that stuff to speed up this process. But yeah, this is going to work pretty well. It looks like every time that it does complete, though, it uses 1 piece of this Phyto grow. I'm not really sure what the rich stuff does. That just gives us more per time. That's probably what it is. But anyway, so that's how this machine works. We can just kind of like duplicate these plant life. Let me go ahead, upgrade this machine, hopefully speed up this whole process, and then we'll be back, guys. Yeah, that goes a little bit faster now that we've upgraded to the resonant level and we have all 4 of these augments in there. So that's working pretty well for me. Yep. So we've gone through a bit of this phytogenic grow, or Phyto grow, I guess, to make these 55 poppies and dandelions. The next step is that we need to put that through our Sag Mill. The Sag Mill does have a chance, come on, up all the way. The Sag Mill does have a chance of doubling, and I think getting up to 8 per flower, I think, maybe? Is it 8? I'm not, oh, that's the furnace. So one of those in there gives us 2, maybe gives us a chance of getting 4. Anyway, let's go ahead and run, I guess, half a stack of each color through there. That should give us a decent amount of the dyes, and then that'll allow us to make a lot of the mystical stuff. What was it called? I can't remember what it's called. The Botania Floral Fertilizer. That's what it is. All right, so how are we doing here? Stack plus 24. It did a little bit better on the rose than it did on this one, but that's all because of the flint, the percent chance of doubling. Whoa, okay, a little too fast there. All right, so let's take the stack of red, stack of yellow, and some bone meal. So we're really just looking specifically for blue. That's the only thing we're looking for. Hopefully 32 of these floral fertilizers will allow us to do that. All right, not seeing blue. That's a light blue. Here it is. Mystical blue flower. That was the last one that we needed. Okay, so all that work just for that one little guy right there. Yeah, I guess we could have just bone mealed the grass and then collected the dandelions and the poppies that way. But then you got to deal with all the tall grass and all of that stuff and blah. Anyway, so now that we have this, we can put that into our inventory and quest complete. Awesome. Guess we'll just keep the rest of these flowers as flowers in the system. Cool. All right, so let's go in here and back to this one. Again, we'll do the top chest. Done. Oh, I still have pink flower petals on me. And some viaducts. All right. So put those guys all away. The next quest that we had on our list of things to do here is we're going to have to start making mana. But before we start making mana, we need a place to store the mana. So we need to get ourselves a mana pool, a mana spreader. And then I guess this wants us to make the water flower as our first piece of mana generation. All right, so let's do mana pool. Oh, we need living rock. So 5 living rocks should make a mana pool. So there's that. Then we need the mana spreader, which is kind of different in every mod pack. Mana spreader. I don't even know what the default recipe is. Okay, so that seems pretty easy. Sure, we'll do that. So mana pool, mana spreader, and then we need to make the hydro flower. So that is 2 blue petals and then 2 cyan. Now the thing is, the blue, we just got that, so we're definitely going to want to bone meal that so we have extras. Otherwise, as soon as we make the one flower, we have to get blue flower petals again. That's not going to work for me. All right, so we'll just go ahead and duplicate these real quick. All right, so now that we have both the blue and the cyan colored dyes, we should be able to go here. So the hydrangeas, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's 2 blue and then 2 cyan. So we can just go ahead and queue those on there. 2 cyan, 2 blue, and the seed. And there's our 1 flower. Now I do believe these flowers will die off after a certain amount of time. Now if you plant them on this enchanted soil, I believe they don't ever die off. So that might be something we want to look at. I don't know. These are flowers I don't typically go with. So I'm perfectly fine with them just dying off after a little bit of time anyway. So we need to figure out where we're going to put our first little bit of mana, and I guess we'll stick it over here. Mana pool, we need to put the mana spreader somewhere so we can shoot mana into the pool. Oh, you know what? We're also going to need to make ourselves a wand. So let's take a look at that wand of the forest, which is living wood twigs. So 2 living wood on top of each other makes 1 twig. And we don't have enough living wood, so let's get that going right now. We need some more of our spruce wood put around our pure daisy. All right, that should give us enough wood. It's only going to take the 30 seconds to do. So other things, this flower runs off of water. So you can put water anywhere around the flower in the 8 spots, wherever it's going to be planted. So diagonally is probably going to be the best spot, and we can use an infinite water source, like a 2x2 water here. So it'll take this water, slurp it up, and then start generating mana. So that's probably what we're going to want to do. So let's do dirt, and then I guess we'll grab some slabs here. We'll want some buckets, extra buckets. Let's go fill this full of water real quick so we can make ourselves like a small infinite water spring over here. Now, again, since I don't really use these flowers too often, I don't know what the best way to set it up would be. Oh, I kind of messed that up, didn't I? I kind of feel like, though, making a water source like this and then putting one of the flowers on the 4 corners would probably be the best. That way it has access to this and it'll always turn back into an infinite water source. So we might want to make 3 more of these hydro flowers, which really isn't that expensive. We have the petals. It's just going to cost the 3 more seeds or whatever. And I don't believe these flowers have to be like right next to the mana spreader. They can be a little bit of a distance away, so you don't have to put them like right on top of it. So let's just do something like this. Yeah, this one will be our flower for right now, and I might add in the 3 others depending. So place that there. Now we're gonna want water here, and that should make an infinite source. This should be able to eat this source block of water and then start producing mana if it hasn't already. I see it's kind of glowing, which leads me to believe that's already done its thing. But we can't do anything with it until, yeah, we get our wand of the forest going here. So let's make 3 of those twigs. Petal? I guess we'll just use lime, since our base is kind of like the lime theme. You can use different colored petals. So you could do gray and green, and it changes on the icon or whatever. We'll just do lime and lime. I think that'll be just fine. So we want to change our mana spreader. Shift right click it, shift right click this, so it's pointed at this mana pool. Since we put this flower down after this mana spreader was already down, this flower saw the mana spreader and already linked up. If you do it in the opposite order, place the flower down, then the mana spreader, you have to shift right click on the flower the same way and shift right click onto the spreader. So yeah, we made our first little bit of mana here. I think this thing has a cooldown of like 60 seconds before it can take another source block of water. So these aren't really fast. And these are pretty terrible flowers. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, if you don't put the enchanted soil down, after 3 Minecraft days, they'll just go away. So yeah, it'll get us our first bit of mana here. Then we've also had the lotus, like the black lotus and the blacker lotus. Now that we have a little bit of mana in there, we can queue those into our mana pool, which is going to be fast, easy Botania mana. I guess those don't make sound anymore. Anyway, you can see the mana level is going up. The blacker lotus is the better one. They're the glowing ones, and they produce a lot more mana when you put them in there. And I do believe we can get those from the top tier loot bags. Let's go to the recipe on these. So legendary loot bag only. And yeah, that's one of the results. So we'll probably want to open up all of our legendary loot bags specifically to get blacker lotus to help this out. We can set up a whole bunch of mana infrastructure here if we wanted to and get this pool going. We might set up something, I don't know. We'll have to see how this all goes. Again, I don't know how much Botania stuff we have to do in this mod pack, but this will get us going, the basic stuff, at least for now. So everything's complete here. We will claim that chest as well. What do we got here? We got ourselves blacker lotus. Nice. That's an ultra rare reward. Yeah, guys, I think that's going to end up doing it for today's episode. We didn't get a whole lot of stuff done. We did make our pure daisy. We checked out some enchanted soil, made our first Botania flowers. We checked out the Phyto Genic Insulator from Thermal Expansion, upgraded that fully, duped a whole bunch of flowers using the Phyto Grow, made our first bit of mana. I think we got a lot of stuff done, actually. It just doesn't feel like we did that much since we only got through like 3 quests. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.